Welcome back, everybody, to the FACEIT TV studio. Of course, it's the 26th Sunday Cup here from FACEIT, the last of the winter season. Next week will be our 8 players qualified through with all those lovely points that they've been working so hard throughout the season for, and they'll be battling out for that prize pool of $800? No, $500. I don't know why I said 800 there, because 8 players. Everything should be an 8.
Yeah, it would be round.
I was born in '88. But anyway, so we have right now Etty and baksteen as the next match, and that will decide who faces up against Demon. Will it be Etty? Will it be baksteen in the quarterfinal?
It's actually up in the air, I think. Seeing Etty going to be baksteen's opponent, we could have a spot of trouble for the Dutch player. And Etty from Norway, he's capable of doing it. Baksteen is still trying to get back into his old, strong shape.
Yeah.
He made it through to the playoffs of the 125 FPS March League. He did pretty damn well in the best of 5 against Cypher. He won a map, took him down on silence and played some other very close games. But Etty, whether or not he's going to be a big enough match, I'm not sure. Either way, Demon after for the winner is certainly not a pretty sight.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, like, maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago you'd say Etty versus baksteen, you know, obviously baksteen just destroys it, but he really is kind of fallen off the horse to some extent, really not lived up to the heights he'd once reached. So definitely possible for Etty, as you said, and so I'll be quite curious also to see how this one turns out. And I think that I just want to give my prediction towards baksteen, just because I like to see baksteen play at his best, and because at his best he's a special player.
No, absolutely. And Etty, of course, I feel like Etty kind of takes after baksteen's style a little bit. Baksteen used to be quite well known for doing those really annoying rails from just the most random of angles. You're like, where the hell did that come from? And Etty kind of is very much capable of doing that as well. So I wonder if it's basically going to be a battle of invisible people, or if they're going to go a bit more upfront and personal. LG, Rockets, let's get dirty. But they're just picking maps right now. We're going to find out really where the story's going to take us.
I wouldn't mind seeing an air walk.
Something quick. We'll see how fast. We haven't seen an air walk yet today. We've seen Furious Heights and Lost World a bit, but not so much. So it's going to be no. Well, they've rumored a lot. No Silence, no Blood Run, no Furious Heights, no Campgrounds, no Lost World.
Is there anything left?
There's got to be.
Airwalk is left.
There's Hectic left.
Airwalk and Hectic.
Is that it?
There's
going to be Hectic, guys. And we've seen one of these already today. Twister and Puri played on it earlier, where we saw a very close game. But now it's going to be Etty and baksteen fighting over it in round of 16. And these guys are going to be getting ready as soon as they possibly can. But all these rail angles, I hope their rails are ready. We didn't see so many warned rails earlier, but I want to see 50% plus on everybody. No excuses. 3, 2, and let's go live. Round of 16, guys. Going to be starting on Etty, it looks like. Going to be red first. Whoa, sent all the way back to yellow. Might get himself a rocket launcher. And look at that. That was the first couple of cheeky rails. Didn't land. Well, that's the kind of behavior I'm going to be expecting here.
Etty has got to be careful. Baksteen is really dangerous sometimes. But oh no, that baksteen getting caught. And great series of rockets there from Etty. Nailing the Dutch man as he flies through the air. And Etty right now has to contest with the rails once again, but it looks like it's no problem at all for him as baksteen once again goes down and lured back to that spot where the railgun spawns. He's not yet learned his lesson that Etty cannot be felled by any railgun antics.
And that is why I watch Quake. Those shots like that, beautiful bouncing rockets, and that rocket got some distance before it hit him near the ground. So nice by Etty, but can he follow it up? Baksteen with the lightning gun. He's going to get himself on the board. Not getting shaken up after that tasty rocket. Now with a bit of control, yellow over the other side. Can probably be expecting Etty to take that one. But maybe he's a bit too scared to drop down there. He could feel a little bit trapped, and Baksteen's going to take it. Etty all the way at the top. Red armor coming up soon. He's going to have to wait for a couple of seconds. Baksteen taking full advantage of Etty being there, and it's going to be one more for the Dutch.
Gets another rail as well onto Etty off the spawn, so switching momentum around very quickly there. Baksteen seems unfazed by his earlier attempts that were shut down mercilessly by Etty, as Etty once again electrocuted, falls to Baksteen there as Baksteen now hurls himself around the map onto etty. And etty just goes down again and again and again, and red is spawning for baksteen, and etty tries to rally, hits it, but at the cost of 1 to his own chest, as baksteen is preparing himself for more action, and etty's going to get that rail there, and Baksteen's got to be careful. He does hit the rail, and that's a screaming etty, but etty with the good switch to the rocket wins himself the mega, and now evens stuff up again, ties the game, and Baksteen has got to be careful. All of a sudden he is without much to work with.
I like how Baksteen's got the Cypher bind. I thought it was meant to signify people shouting Cypher in the background. I don't know, Baksteen, I don't know if you thought this through, but yellow is up on the other side of the map. Etty is going to desperately be wanting this, give him some level of confidence. Baksteen right above him, raining down a rocket or two. And Etty's going to be able to keep hold of that yellow stack that he got hold of. And Mega up as well. Etty's done a fantastic job getting himself in on so many items. Red is going to go to Baksteen. LG pushing him away though. We're running low on ammunition here for Etty. He's going to need to pick up a few more cells if he wants to really scare Baksteen some more.
Come the grenades there, darting over Baksteen's head as he's managed to build up to 170 armor, so his position is looking quite remarkable, but Etty's doing his utmost to prevent any more damage to his position, and Etty finally hitting more and more and more as Baksteen picks up the red, but Etty is handling the situation phenomenally as he comes aggressively onto Baksteen, but just misses the crucial rail there to really save himself, and Baksteen proving to be ever more annoying, putting another little splinter in the side of Etty with those rails.
Oh, another cheeky rail from Etty. I can't believe the fight isn't over. I can't believe that 5th frag hasn't been decided for one of those players. Another good rocket. Is Etty going to get it? But Baksteen almost enough health to see him through it. But Etty is going to take the lead here at the end of the 4th minute. 13 health left. You don't feel really safe. Yeah, I've got 150 armor. That's loads. Most people could dream of having that much, but you got 13 health. You're still railable. You know, you're still very vulnerable, even to moderate splash of the rockets. But there's the 225. He's going to be feeling better now, and he's even going to push out with a very tidy rail.
A great pixel rail there from Etty, as now he feels a lot more secure, as he said. Rocket jump up to the 50. Now he's going to try and find his way onto Baksteen, but during all the time he was waiting for that health to spawn, Baksteen managed to pull together some kind of armor, some kind of defense, and there he comes dropping down onto Etty. Etty in trouble here as Baksteen throws himself up those stairs, up to the red armor, up with the LG, and now runs out of ammunition at a crucial moment because Etty only had 35 points of health left, and Baksteen unable to finish out that kill to tie up the game, and those grenades proving quite annoying as Baksteen moves himself back to the LG position. Here comes Baksteen onto Etty, but just can't get him again.
How the hell is Etty still alive? It doesn't make any sense. The grenades are skimming his head. It's a very close shave in the most literal of senses, really. We've got rockets and lightning gun. None of that for Etty. He's basically just working with that rail. Baksteen coming out with the LG. He's going to tie it up once more as we're just past halfway. Red armor, 5 seconds. Baksteen's surely not going to be missing out on that. Timing, a very strong part of his game. Going to be keeping a close eye on it. And then, Etty going out the bounce pad. Baksteen is so stacked. He does not care about chasing. He's just going to go for it. Where's the spawn going to be? Listen out for it. Etty dropping down for LG. He's not even allowed to pick it up. He wasn't paying attention to Baksteen's position. Baksteen says, right, that's it. Gonna get mega health. Don't want that lurking up in case Etty tries his luck. Good rail, denying the benefits of that yellow. And Baksteen looking in great shape to pick up one more frag. At least one more frag, if to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another 3 or 4 coming out of him before he loses control. Red armor's been up for ages. That experimental dancing here from Etty.
And now he's screwed.
Yeah. Like a caged pig.
I love the attempt there from Etty, but when you mess it up like that, you're left with nothing but death. And Baksteen picks up another one off the spawn as well, so it's +2 frags for Baksteen. As Etty now is in the open, there's nowhere he can go. He takes so much damage, and Baksteen just continues to deal it. Great rocket jump, interception from Baksteen as he picks up another frag. Is there a spawn waiting for him? Not quite. Rocket jump up. There is etty off the spawn. Actually will get it. And now it is getting far away from our Norwegian friends.
Yeah, I mean these rocket jumps from baksteen are used at at such the right time, and etty even falling for it, not expecting him to appear in places. And when he does, 1 second until Mega, he's gonna pick it up. Etty has already left the scene, and red coming soon. baksteen doesn't want to lose out on this. He is still massively stacked, and a huge rocket down onto etty. And the LG is going to be finishing off, so baksteen just making it more and more into his favor. Another rocket, and there's the rail. baksteen is looking fantastic right now. And etty, I mean, you really haven't done a great deal now since the first 3-4 minutes. Let's shape it up here. 9 frags in 2.5 minutes. It's something you can put the damage on, but first you've really just got to whittle down baksteen and get on an item or two of your own. A nice rocket. You're going to need a little bit more than that.
Nice by baksteen.
Oh.
Those standard rocket jump into rail combos we see from baksteen all the time when he plays, and it's one of the reasons why he's such a fun guy to watch when he's feeling his own style, when he's feeling his game. You see moves like that, it's wonderful to behold. As baksteen now pushes himself to a 10 frag advantage over etty. But etty's only got 2 minutes to work with to try and turn this around. And he does have 50 armor, and with a rocket jump of his own, he will push himself up to the higher positions, but baksteen wins over the Mega. He scans with that LG for etty. He will connect with some damage. Etty unable to try and find a good shot or two onto baksteen, just as of yet though.
Etty has gotten down to 100 health, a bit more LG coming out. baksteen not so secure now in his control, but he can be secure in his frag lead, which is probably what's going to result sending him through to the quarterfinals. 15 health left. He's still not dead. etty, he finally gets him. The LG sticks and he makes it count. But it's going to be probably too little too late at this point, but he can look at least for 1 or 2 more frags. Make himself feel a bit better. Easter after all. The self-indulgence never hurt anybody. Oh, but baksteen makes that jump for the mega health and a rocket from him. Well, maybe he got greedy. And baksteen played some amazing stuff. I mean, he played Cypher. I did say he played well, but some of the moves that baksteen was pulling off, again, sort of talking about those rocket jumps that he does, there were moments where we saw Cypher not having a clue really what was going on, and baksteen taking him by surprise. So I wonder if we can show more of that in the later stages. For the time being, with 30 seconds to go, it's going to be good games, and etty going to go out. Round of 16. baksteen still alive as we hit the quarterfinals against Demon for him.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Demon is a new player, back from when baksteen and Demon used to face each other in the old days, the earlier days of the FACEIT Cups. Back when it was all about baksteen, and Demon was just another one of those players. He was kind of like Twister, kind of like that kind of level. And then all of a sudden, Demon's risen to prominence, and baksteen has fallen from prominence. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this happens, because this could be the remaking for baksteen almost.
Yeah. And it's going to be very telling, though, of who's going to be in shape, especially for Demon as we get closer to those season finales. But, of course, he's got the excuse. He went out for a long night out. He's like, it's fine, I'll turn up tomorrow. I've already qualified. Feeling good. He's basically like celebrity status now when he joins these cups. So Demon got nothing to worry about. baksteen, though, I think he just wants to get some money today, maybe. I think he can get some money. I think if he beats Demon, we could see a little bit of a...
If he beats Demon,
yeah.
And that's a pretty tall task.
It is, it is. And, before we find out what's going to happen next, guys, we're going to take a quick break. So stick around for some more quick action.